What it do, YouTube? This is your boy Dieakas, and I'm going to review Money in the Bank 2017. Overall, this pay-per-view was a pile of shit. It had a lot of good matches, but the outcomes were horrible. Except for maybe the Money in the Bank match, the men's Money in the Bank match. All the rest of the matches had pretty shitty outcomes. But let me go ahead and get into this. I am not reviewing the pre-show match. I'm just going to go straight into the main card. First, we have the women's Money in the Bank match. The finish was Carmella was on the ground below the ladder. Ellsworth had climbed up the ladder and gave her the Money in the Bank briefcase. This has to be one of the worst endings to the Money in the Bank match ever. No, this is the worst ending. And for this to be the first women's Money in the Bank match and the ending was like this, it's pretty much shitting on all the legacy of all the women that have, come before this. It's a travesty. God damn it! The New Day versus the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. This was a really good match and up to the finish. The Usos retained by countout, which is like they could have did that shit on an episode of SmackDown. It's horrible, man. Who writes this shit? Naomi versus Lana, a match that actually had a decent. No, never mind. There was interference in this shit. Carmella had came out while Lana was pretty much had the match won. She had the match won. Carmella came out, interfered, tried to cash in Money in the Bank. Well, she teased cashing in Money in the Bank, didn't cash it in. And then Naomi rolls Lana up into her arm trap submission, which I'm cool with. So Naomi retains the women's championship. Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton for the WWE championship. It was a pretty decent match. I thought it was a pretty good match. I knew Jinder would use the Singh brothers to win. The way he used them, I think they got Bob. They put their hands on Bob Orton. Randy Orton went ballistic. The finish is the only thing I have a problem with. The finish was Randy Orton had just did a running RKO through a table to one of the Singh brothers. He'd ran back in. This is the part of the finish I did not like. If Jinder Mahal would have hooked in the Colossus as soon as Randy Orton rolled into the ring, I would have no problem with it. Randy Orton actually had time to turn around. Jinder Mahal was right there, and he went to the Colossus. I'm like, what? He could have went for the RKO and then went into the Colossus. Him just going into the Colossus seems like some video game bullshit. So I'm taking off points for that shit. Breezango versus the Ascension gets a dead spot. The whole angle was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. They did a little Fashion Vice shit. The Breezango has been one of the most entertaining tag teams on SmackDown. Hell, maybe even the all of WWE. They've been very entertaining. And I didn't like. It was a roll up finish. So, wow, yeah, roll up. And the men's Money in the Bank, Baron Corbin wins. I'm happy for him. I mean, overall, I'll give this pay-per-view a 5.4. It's a pile of shit. They could have done way better than this. As for recording our Real Wrestling, we're still having conflict. We're still having conflicts on scheduling or whatever. So, no telling when the next Real Wrestling will be. And that's about it. Peace.